Good morning, online Sangha and embodied. It might be that you are all now, after last night, those of you who participated in deep samadhi and are not thinking about that tomorrow is the end of the retreat, and that you haven't been planning and thinking about what you're going to do or what you're going to say or anything like that. But just in case, we wanted to support you to get off that particular train, because there's still a whole day and a half of practice. And if in your daily life you had a whole day and a half, it would be like, oh my God, I have a whole day and a half of practice. So, you just, it's like so amazing how a concept of, we're coming to an end, how that can become the condition for so much distraction. Just that kind of framing, rather than, wow, I have 1.5 days of practice with Sangha, who I know so well already. I've shared questions with and responded to questions and loved and hated you all, or whatever it is that's come up and been held in your awareness and your heart. And so really, in that way, it's so special. It just is so special to have this time together still. And also from the many, many, many retreats that I've done. Oh, I'm wearing the wrong glasses. I'm like, why is it so dark? Lupita, could you go into my coat? I think I have my correct glasses in my red coat there. Maybe I don't, but do I? Oh, I do. Yes. Oh, I know what I was going to say. And
all the retreats I've done.
What?
Of all the retreats I've done.
Yes, thank you very much. Wow, you've done a lot of retreats, Venerable friend. I've discovered one thing that's true always when I come home, is that what I thought it was going to be like never is. It's something really different. So that's another good reason to stop playing out that scenario. And yesterday evening, I talked about gratitude.
I didn't recognize it. Oh, noise.
Yes.
Sorry.
We're recording it. So I talked about gratitude, and the gratitude that I am going to guess that you all feel for this retreat, what has taken place. And it's not finished, but that's another condition to honor the completion of it. And of course, in one way, it's never complete, but just the conditions for the ongoing learning change. This condition of this temporary coming together, and that we will never come together again in this exact particular way with each of us online and in person. And so there's something very beautiful about, as we come closer to the end, to orient ourselves to that appreciation and wanting to really offer our full support or energy to it so that it might bear fruit in the ways that it can bear fruit by not by continuing to be as committed as you have been up till this point. Excuse me. And then I wanted to also say a few more words about gratitude in relationship to our meditation practice, because sometimes there's a way in which the practice of gratitude or appreciation or appreciative joy sort of get bundled as a practice, and I mentioned this last night, rather than a way of living. And what would it be like to open up into that kind of relatedness in an ongoing way? And I was thinking about that because recently I got bitten by a black widow spider. And I can say that it was extraordinarily painful. The neurotoxin is, there's no antidote to it, and so it does attack the nerves. And I don't know about you all, but nerve pain is the worst. And there's just nothing you can do. I called the emergency room and they're like, oh, take some Tylenol and ice it, which just, I mean, really icing it helped a little bit, but nothing helped. And it was like so compelling. It was so bad. It was just like a magnet and iron filings. It was there all the time and impossible to sleep. So anyway, I'm here to tell you the tale of that. And in retrospect, I had thought to myself, I actually so appreciate having an experience of that kind of intense pain, because it reminded me of the support group I was in after my back surgery when I couldn't walk, where most people had had spinal injuries and were living with nerve pain. And that was, all we talked about in that support group, is just how to live with that pain. And so many of those people who not everyone, but most of us were like, I don't know how I can go on with this nerve pain. And I felt so appreciative that that experience helped me to remember that community and all our communities who are experiencing nerve pain, and that it sort of brought them back into my heart and everyone back into my heart in such an alive way. And then it helped me to remember the story that Rachel Yemen, a doctor who wrote a book called My Grandfather's Blessings, and other stories about her life as a doctor. And this one story was about a young man who had had to have his leg amputated, and he was just so deeply distraught and upset and angry, rageful. So he met with Rachel over time and they talked about it, and at the end of the however many sessions they did, Rachel said, so, how is it? How are you now? And he said, you know what? I had this dream, and maybe you've already heard this. I had this dream last night. And in my dream, where my leg was like this light, shining through as though it was a cracked vase and through the crack, all the light was shining through into the vase that hadn't been able to get into it without the crack. And that's how I feel right now about the loss of my leg, that it's opened up something inside my heart that probably wouldn't have opened up if I hadn't lost it. He had been an athlete, a really good athlete. And I think about that in terms of the gratitude practice, that how easy it is to think that the gratitude practice is just about what we experience as lovely blessings, in the sense of pleasant blessings, beautiful blessings, and how actually this practice can include all our experiences, because there is some learning, there's some light that shines through those cracks. And that doesn't mean we justify those places or say, yeah, like do that again. But more that there is this learning that happens. And I think I spoke to you about that around my back, and that touch in that workshop that opens something up. And I told one of you, I can't remember who, in an interview, that when I go to my back with awareness, there's love there. Like I practice so much love, working with that pain and touching it with my hand. And when I couldn't say the words, then I just touched it for years, because sometimes, even though the pain continued, there was something about the touch that changed the field that the pain was being expressed in. And now it's like there's where love is. So I understand the blessing, not that I would necessarily choose to go through that whole experience again, but I so appreciate how I learned to love my body and that place in a particular way. And how much grace there is in being able to extend what we appreciate in with respect to what our learning has been about all parts of our life, and how that allows all parts to be held in this energy of appreciation and love. And what a great healer that is. So then I thought that I would lead a guided meditation this morning of appreciation through our body. And I want to acknowledge that there are places for probably most of us where, wow, appreciation for my body, I don't think so. And yet, in this vein of appreciation, of extending our appreciation, how our bodies have carried our consciousness, our love, our wisdom, as imperfect as they are, as being the wrong body for our consciousness, as painful, ongoing painful as they sometimes are, as just a deep challenge for us as sometimes they are. They have carried us in our truth-seeking, in our wish to love, in our wish to heal. And so there's a both and. Here are the challenges, and here is also where I can learn to appreciate my body. So in this understanding, I'd like to offer a scan of appreciation. And so if you can begin by finding a comfortable position. And taking some moments to connect with your anchor, what is most accessible for you this morning. And it's fine if you want to lie down, maybe to keep a hand up or something if you want to stay awake. That might be good. Acknowledging your posture. The earth underneath you that is supporting you in whatever posture you find yourself. Taking a moment to open to the sensation and life of the in-breath and out-breath, wherever you feel it most clearly. The quiet and the sounds of the fan, my voice. And then beginning with your feet, see if you can discern your feet, their life there. If it's difficult to discern the sensation, sometimes it's helpful to have an image of your feet and to have that image be placed exactly where your feet are. Opening to the life there. Vibration, pressure, cool or warm. And then if you would like to give thanks to this life there, thank you, feet. Thank you for the incredible blessings you bring me, for enabling me to stand and move and keep my balance, for the toes that help me do that so well. Thank you, toes. May you be healthy and well. I really appreciate the work you've done and the blessings you've brought me. All those tendons and bones that have given the feet structure so they don't flop around like a jellyfish. Thank you bones, for giving my feet structure. And for the strength of the heel and ankle, amazing. Those bones take the whole weight of our body. Thank you, ankles, for that work. Tendons, muscles, bones. May you be happy and well in your life. And going up the lower leg. The leg too carries so much weight of our body and yet has all this flexibility too, from the knee to the ankle, as well as being so strong. And if that isn't true now, then in some way they still give us some capacity. Or did give us, offer us that blessing in the past. Thank you, lower leg, for all the blessings you have offered me. Muscle, bone, skin, kept everything in place. May you be happy and well. And for knees that give us the capacity to bend. So, such an incredible blessing. Thank you, knees, for the blessings you brought me. May you be happy and well, healthy in the work you do. See, in thanking these parts of the body, if they become more alive for you. Allowing that. Including the thighs. One of the strongest muscles in the body. Giving thanks for that strength and the blessings it's given us, if not now, in the past, or even in its potential. Thank you. May you be happy and well. See how it feels in the middle of the thighs. And out to the skin where there's the touch with cloth or air. And moving into the buttocks. If we're sitting, we feel the pressure that comes from the buttocks, holding and surrendering our weight into the support underneath. We're lying down, those parts of our body in contact with that support. Buttocks have given us so much comfort by cushioning the sits bones. Thank you, buttocks. May you be happy and well. Moving into the back. That's places where there could be sensations of sharp and shooting or dull, aching, or warmth and vibration, tingling. This back that has enabled us in so many different ways in our life. Thank you for supporting me in the ways you were able to. May you be happy and well. That bony spine with all the nerves running along it and in and out to the rest of the body. Thank you, nerves, for relaying so many messages that have allowed me to be as functional as I am. Thank you. See how thanking the nerves and back, how that might change your relationship to the life there. And coming into the shoulders. These protective bones. Thank you. Thank you, protective bones, for the work you do. May you be happy and well. How you fan out to the back and then to the chest and the rib cage. Are you protecting the heart and lungs? Thank you. And thank you, heart and lungs, for all the work you do that has kept me alive. Thank you. May you be happy and well. Resilient, flexible, at ease. This miraculous body functioning in synchronicity, a miracle. Including the pancreas and stomach, intestines and liver, kidneys. Our capacity to take in the world and be nourished by it, and then to release what isn't needed. So amazing that it knows how to digest so many different things. Thank you. And even if you're aging and that's becoming increasingly limited, still thank you. The whole of the abdominal chest cavity, for all that ongoing amazing work. And then allowing awareness to move from the shoulders down the arms. Can you feel your muscles, their life? The warmth there, vibration, the touch. Skin is so sensitive too. How the elbows might be communicating their life, the different sensations there. And down into the lower arms. How our arms have given us so much capacity. Pick up a teacup or write, work on the computer. And if that isn't happening, perhaps how they did in the past. Thank you. Thank you for all you have offered me in my life. And into the wrists that give us so much flexibility. Exploring the palms of the hand. And how they become these 5 appendages. That offer so much capacity. Amazing. Giving thanks to the bones there that give structure. To the nails that protect the tips of the fingers. It's so sensitive, that skin there. Can you feel the skin underneath the nails? And the top of the hands. Thank you, hands, for all the blessings you've offered me. May you be happy and well. And then coming up to the neck. Also a small area of our body that holds the weight, a lot of weight from the head. Wow, thank you, neck. Also the throat. That passageway into the lungs and the stomach. Thank you. And coming into the mouth, an amazing part of our body. What a design. Teeth, if we have teeth. Or substitute teeth. And the tongue that is remarkable in how it can talk. Like incredible. And the palate. The epiglottis. What incredible blessing. If they didn't work, we wouldn't be able to vocalize. Thank you. Thank you for the blessings you bring me. Tongue, teeth, mouth, throat. May you be happy and well. And the jaw that gives more structure to this part of our body. Thank you. For the blessings of taste. Thank you. Helping me to taste the world. And including the nose in this for its blessing of allowing or helping us to breathe and smell. It's a lovely blessing we have when we have a cold. We know how different the experience is when we can't breathe through our nose. And our sinuses, thank you for helping me to breathe. And including our ears for hearing, such a blessing if we have that blessing. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the capacity to hear, and if it's going for the past blessings of hearing. May you be happy and well. At ease, eardrum. Relaxed in your vibrations in receiving sound. And for the blessing of eyes, and vision. That softness of the eyeball, the eyelid that protects it. And the nerves. Miraculous, thank you for interpreting the world into images. Thank you for this blessing. May you be at ease and well in your life or in your degeneration. For what we call the brain, cognition, perception, thought, understanding, wisdom, love, this mind-heart capacity. For freedom and liberation, for love and appreciation. Thank you. Thank you for blessing me with these capacities. For this whole body-mind process. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.